Welcome to Start Your Day with English. I'm Emma, and today, Jack and I will guide you through a realistic morning routine using simple English you can practice every day.
Thanks, Emma. Our goal is to help you learn useful action verbs and sequencing words that describe what we do every morning. This episode is perfect if you want to build real-life English skills.
Exactly, and we'll take it slow so beginners can follow along. We'll also pause to explain new words and sentence patterns. Let's start by talking about the very first thing we do, waking up.
Great idea. And for listeners, try to listen, repeat, and imagine your own morning as we go along. Now, let's dive into the details of a typical morning, step by step.
Jack, what's the first thing you do when you wake up? For me, it's usually turning off my alarm at 7:00 a.m.
I do the same. My alarm rings at 6:30 every morning. The verb wake up means to stop sleeping, and turn off is what we do to make the alarm stop ringing.
That's right. Notice the silent A in wake. It's pronounced like wake. For beginners, practicing this verb is key. I wake up at 7:00. Try saying it with us.
Also, you can add time expressions like every morning. For example, I wake up every morning at 6:30. This helps talk about habits, which we use the present simple tense for.
To describe our routine, we use sequencing words. For example, first, I wake up. Jack, which word do you use for the next action?
Then is a great choice. So, first, I wake up. Then, I turn off my alarm. Sequencing helps listeners follow the order of actions, making your story clear.
Exactly. Other useful words are next, after that, and finally. For example, next, I get out of bed. These words are like traffic signs for your story.
That's a helpful analogy. Sequencing words organize your ideas, just like steps in a recipe. Try using them when describing your own routine after the episode.
Let's move on. After waking up, what's your next step? I always brush my teeth.
Me too. The verb brush is used for teeth and hair. The present simple tense is I brush my teeth. For beginners, remember the sh sound at the end of brush.
Good tip. We can also say, after that, I take a shower. Take a shower means to wash your body. Many people do this to feel awake before work.
Exactly. In fact, a 2020 survey found that 65% of people prefer to shower in the morning. These hygiene habits are common in many cultures.
Once you're clean, it's time to get dressed. Jack, how do you choose what to wear for work?
Great question. I usually check the weather first. Get dressed means to put on clothes. I might say I get dressed in a shirt and pants.
For listeners, practice. First, I choose my clothes. Then, I get dressed. Notice how we use simple sentences to describe each action.
It can help to lay out your clothes the night before. That way, your morning is less stressful. This is a good habit to mention. I prepare my outfit before I sleep.
After getting dressed, it's time for breakfast. I usually make some toast and coffee. Jack, what about you?
I like to eat cereal with milk and have a cup of tea. The verbs make and eat are useful here. I make breakfast and I eat cereal.
Studies show that people who eat breakfast are more energized at work. You can say, after that, I make coffee. The word make works for drinks and food.
A quick tip for pronunciation. The ah in make sounds like a. Repeat with us. I make coffee. It's a simple sentence you'll use often.
Next, before leaving, I pack my work bag. I put my laptop, lunch, and keys inside. Jack, do you add anything special?
I always pack a water bottle and my phone charger. The verb pack means to put things into a bag. For beginners, try I pack my bag every morning.
Including every morning shows that this is a regular habit, using the present simple tense. You can also say, then I check if I have everything I need.
Organization experts recommend making a list to avoid forgetting important items. This is another great way to practice routine language. I check my list before I go.
Finally, it's time to leave. I put on my shoes, grab my bag, and say goodbye. Jack, do you have a phrase you use before leaving?
I usually say, have a great day, or see you later. For listeners, simple phrases like these are friendly and easy to remember.
You can also use, are you ready to go, when talking to someone else, just like we do as roommates.
Exactly. Practicing these goodbye phrases makes your morning routine sound natural and polite in English.
Let's pause and review. We use the present simple tense to talk about habits and routines, like I wake up at 7. 0. Why is this tense so important for beginners, Jack?
The present simple is the foundation for describing daily life. It keeps sentences clear and direct. For example, I brush my teeth or I eat breakfast are statements you can use every day.
That's true. Many languages use different grammar for habits, so practicing this tense helps build confidence in real conversations.
And remember, adding time words like every morning or at 7:30 gives more detail, making your routine easy for others to understand.
Now, let's cover some pronunciation tips. For example, wake up has a silent E. Jack, what are other tricky words in morning routines?
Good question. Words like brush have a sh sound, not s. Also, clothes is pronounced claws, not clothes. Practicing these sounds makes your speech clearer.
Repeating words out loud helps correct mistakes. Try saying, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, and I make breakfast.
Recording yourself and listening back is a great way to notice pronunciation errors and improve quickly, especially for beginners.
To finish, let's do a mini speaking challenge. Listeners, can you describe your own morning routine using the verbs and sequencing words we learned today?
For example, you might say, first I wake up at 6:30, then I brush my teeth. Next, I get dressed. After that, I eat breakfast. Finally, I leave for work.
Try recording yourself or practicing with a friend. Speaking out loud helps you remember vocabulary and build fluency.
And remember, the more you practice, the more natural your English will sound. Make a habit of describing your routine every morning for real-world progress.